the side of that thing.
Whoa! Careful, get back!
I've never gotten close to a shark this big my entire life.
Stay in that area. And swim forward with the shark. Ready, go!
My name is Cyril Chauquet, and I spend my life traveling the world chasing monster fish. This time, I'm starting in Florida, and then heading to the Bahamas after two of the largest and most dangerous shark species on the planet. The powerful bull shark, and weighing over 1,500 pounds, the massive tiger shark.
Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
My goal? To complete a research mission that began the last time I was here, and collect bacteria from the mouths of live sharks, in order to help the victims of shark attacks fight off deadly infections.
The work that you guys are doing, it saves lives.
This mission is one of the most important I've ever attempted, and it's definitely one of the most dangerous.
One shark came after my calf. I lost over half of my entire blood count.
To complete my goal, I have to deal with violent storms,
The weather is only getting worse.
fight super powerful sharks, and get up close to some of the biggest predators I've ever faced.
Oh my gosh, it's the biggest bull shark I've ever seen.
Big tiger shark.
It is.
Oh my God!
The last time I caught sharks for this research project, it was already pretty intense. The sharks were thrashing around, splashing water. It was really tough to get a good swab. But now I realize it was just a warm-up for this new mission.
Florida has more shark attacks than almost anywhere else in the world. And though most victims survive the attack, they all face the danger of devastating infections afterwards.
It doesn't take much to kill you with a blood infection.
To choose the right antibiotics to fight these infections and potentially save lives, a medical research team has asked me to collect bacteria from the mouths of shark species known to attack humans.
Here we go.
The last time I helped them, I caught all the sharks on their list, except for a bull shark. The same species which attacked diver Anthony Segrich.
I just felt the bones just crunch, and the water just went red.
In order to help shark bite victims like Anthony, I need to complete my last mission before meeting with the research team again. So I'm heading out with David and Richard, two commercial fishermen who know some of the best spots in Florida to find a monster bull shark.
David.
Hey, man.
It's so good seeing you.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
This is Richard.
Richard.
David came with his friend Cynthia. She's never seen a shark up close before, and she's counting on me to make that happen.
Well, that's good. I need some assistance with someone swabbing their mouth. So maybe you can do that part. I can do the catch and you can do the swabbing.
That'll work. That'll work.
Done.
We're off to try and catch one of the world's most aggressive sharks, responsible for numerous deadly attacks on humans. The bull shark.
Right off the beach, there's some giant bulls and lemons hanging on those reefs in there. That's where we're
How
heading.
big are the bulls, generally speaking?
They'll range pretty much from maybe 200 to 700 pounds.
Really? Wow.
If I catch a bull shark of that size, it's gonna be super tough getting close to its mouth to get a bacteria sample.
Pound for pound, the bull shark has the strongest bite force of all the shark species. And today, you know what I have to do? Is swab its mouth.
But first, we need some bait.
Okay, guys, try it right in here.
Fish on.
And it looks like catching bait is not gonna be a problem around here.
All right, I think we're on the spot. All right, Spanish mackerel. Yep, fish.
We now have enough bait, so it's time to catch a bull shark. But first, I need to rig my line, and it's gotta be super strong. David told me that some of the sharks here can weigh up to 700 pounds, and I can't risk losing one. The research team is counting on me. Richard tapes a bottle on the line as a floater. If he gets yanked down, we'll know a monster's taken my bait. Suddenly, a school of fish starts jumping out of the water. There's definitely something big hunting down there.
Lay one on the bottom and one float.
These waters are home to some real monsters, so it's probably a good idea to wear a fighting belt.
All right, good stuff. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
He's there.
Yeah, he's there. Here we go.
The guys quickly bring in the other lines, so they don't get tangled with mine.
All right, guys, we got a shark on him.
fish stops running and pulleys down. I'm not sure it's a shark anymore. Richard helps me pass the rod under the anchor rope.
Thanks, buddy.
Keep that line real tight on him.
Whatever it is, it's a big fish.
Looks like it's fighting like a shark. Could be a big nurse shark. We've got some really big ones up here.
Somewhere below the surface, there's a monster fish that refuses to come up.
I felt a big head shake.
I've been battling this beast for over 15 minutes now, but it's still refusing to surface, and I'm starting to get seriously tired. But finally, the fish is almost here.
Oh my gosh, it's a giant grouper. Look at the size of that grouper. Oh my gosh.
That's a monster there.
We were sure it was a shark, but no. It's a Goliath grouper.
It's a nice fish, but definitely not what I'm after.
That's a nice warm-up.
Yep, that's a warm-up for the bulls.
I need to release this grouper fast. I'm running out of time to catch a bull shark.
Here's one back. All right. Right back down to its wreck. That was a good warm-up.
Nice job.
We're just warming you up for a bull shark, man.
I waste no time and put another bait out. But after an hour, still no sign of a bull shark.
Right there. Right here. Cyril.
That runs like a shark.
It's a shark, that definitely.
Yeah.
Richard pulls up the anchor, so David can follow the big fish with the boat.
I just hope it's not another Goliath grouper. The way that fish took off super fast. A Goliath grouper normally doesn't do that. It's not as fast as a shark.
That's a really big bull.
It's a huge bull shark. It's unbelievable how strong this fish is, and the fight is not over yet. I need to be super careful, because there's so much pressure on the line. If it touches the boat, it could snap.
Watch out, watch out.
That's a really big shark, guys. Keep that line off the gunnel.
Let me pull on, please push on the rod.
Keep the rod away from the gunnel. Keep the line off the gunnel.
Yeah, man. Well, now it's just part of it, man, because we gotta swap this guy.
The shark is finally at the surface. Now, we need to bring it close so I can collect a bacterial sample for the research team.
Oh my gosh. The biggest bull shark I've ever seen. Huge.
Look at that.
I think we can swab him.
Get out the toothbrush.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, I can't get any salt water on him.
Oh man, let me get another one just to be safe. The shark splashed water on the swab, and that could ruin the sample. I gotta try a new swab.
Okay, we got him, we got him.
I got a good sample, so it's time to remove the hook and release the shark.
All right, hook out. He's good, he's good. Look at the size of that thing.
That's a big fish, man.
Good job, guys.
Wow.
Wow, that was a monster bull shark. Yes, 2 swabs on the same shark, but twice as many chances of getting a good one.
This is great. I was finally able to complete my first mission by getting a bacterial sample from a bull shark. And now, I'm off to bring some good news to Nate Unger, the leader of the research team.
Nate,
Hey, Cyril.
it's good to see you.
Oh, thanks so much for
How
coming
are
by. Doing great.
Hey, 2 bull
this?
sharks.
Bull sharks.
Yeah, no, 1 bull shark, but 2 samples.
We need this, Cyril. This
I know,
is great.
I know.
Your work is doing great things for our research.
Right. Whoa, fancy.
Yeah, come on in.
This is where the research team works to determine the best antibiotics to treat shark bite patients. And Nate wants to show me why he still needs my help.
The bacteria we found at the mouth of the tiger sharks were resistant to 30% of the antibiotics that we tested against them.
So more than any other species.
That was the highest amount. After that, the bacteria found in the reef sharks actually were resistant to 27% of our antibiotics.
All right.
The team has also discovered that bull sharks are the species with the largest variety of bacteria in their mouths.
But I think it's something that you could do for us. I would feel more comfortable with this information if we had more samples.
A tiger shark?
Tiger sharks, Reef sharks, more bull sharks would be great.
Reef sharks, it shouldn't be a problem, but tiger shark, man, that's quite a challenge. Where am I gonna get that? In Florida, it's gonna be pretty tough. In the Bahamas, I guess.
The Bahamas, we got one in Bahamas so far. I want more.
Nate wants me to catch and swab the 3 sharks with the most dangerous bacteria in their mouths. And the bull shark and tiger shark are also among the most deadly shark species in the world.
Cyril, thank you so much for all your help.
That's a pleasure. That's a pleasure. I'll just go get myself a longer swabbing stick.
Might be useful.
Nate wants me to catch and swab a tiger shark. It's huge. They get humongous, well over 1,000 pounds. Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. And he also wants me to catch a reef shark, a Caribbean reef shark, and I've caught them before. They don't get as big as the tiger shark, but let me tell you, they give a really powerful fight. Reef sharks rarely attack humans, but I've heard of a diver, Mike Beach, who was attacked by a reef shark while feeding them with a group of tourists. So I meet Mike at the University of Miami, where he's now a professor.
This is where the top jaw bent down, and then the bottom jaw is where the shark uses his tail to shake and to rip apart. When he bit my calf, I reached down and I put my hands around his jaw, and I impaled my fingers on the shark's jaw. You should really look at some of the video footage. If you'd like to come and see it, I'd love to show it to you.
All right.
This way. And we can see we have all the passengers sitting in a circle, and I would feed the sharks. But on this occasion, there was one shark who was just a little rogue, if you like, and I was aware of it, but not enough to actually stop what we were doing.
Oh, is that the attack?
That's it. No, I lost almost a half of my entire blood count. At this point, see, what's going through my mind is the shark is going to be the villain here. Here I was the alien who descended into the world of the shark and began to feed him, and I got bitten this time.
Right. See, that's why we consider shark feeding very dangerous. They're predators, So that what happened is that, that day he was feeding sharks, and, the sharks got excited. There was blood in the water, there was food in the water, and one of them got particularly excited, more excited than the rest of them, and bit his leg. It's not a shark attack. I don't consider that a shark attack. It's a shark bite. It's an accident.
I was concerned about the shark being villainized, but I was also concerned about infection.
Shark bite infection is exactly the point of this study that I'm doing.
Normally, it's not the bite itself, it's the infection. It's like very few people die of AIDS, they die of pneumonia. And same thing with the shark bite,
Mike, thank you very much for sharing that story with me. Well, I gotta say that after meeting with Mike, I'm a little nervous. Normally, sharks don't attack humans, especially not reef sharks. But clearly, when you get too close to them, anything can happen. And I'm gonna have to get really close to some monster sharks.
Including one of the biggest of all, the tiger shark. The best spot to catch tiger sharks near here is in the Bahamas. So I'm meeting Dr. Samuel Gruber. Dr. Gruber.
Cyril,
How you doing? Good to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Dr. Gruber is a biologist who's dedicated his entire life to the preservation and study of sharks. He's the founder of a research facility in the Bahamas called the Shark Lab, and he's asked me to help his team catch sharks for their research. In return, I have the chance to get more bacterial samples for Nate.
And your project is really interesting. So
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
be helping me, and I'll be helping you.
That's great. Thank you very much.
You go first, and then help me up because I'm old and decrepit.
You're young, you're all young.
Ay, ay, ay.
This is it. Next up, the Bahamas. Tiger sharks can get huge, over 15 feet long and 1,500 pounds. And somewhere down there, there's a real monster. But that's not all I need to find. I also need to catch and swab a reef shark and another bull shark. Bimini Island in the Bahamas is known for its high density of sharks, so I should be able to find all 3 species there. Dr. Gruber's team is waiting for us when we touch down.
Welcome to the Bahamas. Here we are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Fly drop again.
How you guys doing? I'm Cyril.
Jack, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jack.
Hi, Rachel.
Nice to meet you, Rachel.
From a plane directly onto a boat. How cool is that?
That's it. That's the Shark Lab.
That's the Shark Lab.
The place is bustling with biologists from all around the world, and lots of dogs. Dr. Gruber founded the lab in 1990 to better understand sharks and teach up-and-coming scientists the importance of studying and protecting these animals. We don't waste any time and head out after the first shark on my list.
All right, we're on our way to go try to catch a reef shark and swab it.
It's a species of shark that bit Mike Beach,
I lost over half of my entire blood count.
and getting a good bacterial sample will help protect other victims like Mike in the future.
I need a swab on a reef shark, so this should be a really good spot for it.
We're above a big shallow reef, the kind of place where reef sharks love to hunt.
The problem is that if the shark runs into the reef, we're in trouble.
No, we're not in trouble. Don't worry about a thing.
They're gonna run for deep water?
I think so.
I rig a circle hook to a wire leader to avoid getting cut off on the shark's teeth. But after 20 minutes, not a single bite.
Hey, Doc, maybe I should go in the water and see if there's any sharks around.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Why put a bait in water and wait forever? Might as well go see.
When you enter the shark's domain, there's always a little concern. And I think that's normal since you're losing your spot at the top of the food chain. I'm starting to wonder if this was a good idea, because I really don't want to bump into a monster tiger shark. I don't see any sharks, but I do see something pretty cool. Some lobsters. After 15 minutes, I'm starting to lose faith. But all of a sudden, a reef shark. Exactly what I need. I want to get closer. It's an amazing animal, and reef sharks are usually not aggressive. But I need to be careful. A wrong move could provoke it. But this reef shark doesn't seem to care about me at all. Suddenly, I realize that I'm surrounded by a lot of sharks. It's time to head back. It's getting too risky. But at least, I found the perfect spot to catch a reef shark.
Any sharks around?
Yeah, I see sharks.
Now that we found some reef sharks, it's time to bait up.
We're on.
All right, we're on.
Big reef shark on the line. But there's also a lot of reef all around, so
We're okay.
trying to keep that shark away from the reef.
And if the shark makes it to the reef, it can definitely break the line. Dr. Gruber and his team prepare their gear for their conservation studies. But first, we need to immobilize the animal. To do that, I need to bring the shark to the boat. And then they're gonna use a tailer, which is like a lasso to secure its tail.
Oh, he took a run. Oh, well, we'll get all that back in a minute.
Come on, shark, we just want to swab you.
I've got the shark to the boat. Now, we just need to secure its tail.
Steady now, steady, steady, steady. Go for it, go for it, go for it.
The shark gets away, and it was so violent that someone fell on the throttle.
You hit the boat!
In the chaos, I almost dropped my rod.
It's safe.
The shark, the tailor is on the shark?
Yeah, the shark took the tailor with it. Now, I really can't lose the shark. I need to bring it back so we can free it from the tailor.
Then be very gentle with the shark. Gently now, gently. Everything gentle.
This shark is not ready to give up. Jack is able to grab the tailor, but the shark gets loose. In all the action, Dr. Gruber cut his hand. But at least, we freed the shark from the tailor.
My back is toast. Second time I bring the shark to the boat, second time we can't tail wrap it.
Go for it hard, pull it easy. That's it. Now, get the tail rope on it.
For a third time, the biologists try to secure the shark's tail. But I've never seen a shark fight with so much power.
Rope that one, too.
Third time!
All right, let's get it. Gently now, don't go crazy and don't scare him by pulling his tail. Gently on the tail. Get him!
Finally, we got the rope around its tail.
All right, you got it.
All right, other pass.
But we're not done yet. The tough part is just beginning. Dr. Gruber's team want to turn the animal on its back to install a transmitter. And I still need to swab its mouth.
Pit tag. Let's go with the pit tag.
We need to hurry if we don't want to hurt the shark. The team inserts a transmitter, so they'll be able to track its movements.
Now it's my turn for the swab.
I have to be careful, because I need to get very close to its razor-sharp teeth.
Oh, you'll have to raise up his, not yet.
But I also have to be careful not to get the swab wet.
You're done.
Good.
You're done.
All right, hook out.
There he goes.
All right, swab on a reef shark. All right. We did it. I got the swab. Rachel, good job. Great insert there. Doc.
We did it. We got a clean swab from a reef shark. The shark was incredibly strong, and Dr. Gruber even cut his hand in the action. But my work is not done. I still need to get bacterial samples from 2 shark species, another bull, and the biggest shark on my list, the tiger shark. The technique that the Shark Lab uses to catch these giants is a long line with multiple hooks on it.
Look at the type of bait they use to catch tiger sharks. Another predator, barracuda.
Trying to catch a tiger shark is really intense. They are one of the most deadly shark species in the tropics and are responsible for fatalities around the world. Nate and his team only have 1 bacterial sample from these beasts, and they need more, so I have to succeed in order to help future bite victims.
All right, we're on our way out to set the long lines for a shark. Hopefully, a tiger shark.
I reckon this looks like a good spot.
Yeah, it looks good, yeah.
Matt is going to help me set up the long line. He's a biologist on Dr. Gruber's team, and is conducting a research project on tiger sharks.
Float coming up.
Long lines are normally used by commercial fishermen, but we'll be releasing everything. And if this technique will increase our chances of catching a tiger shark, I'll take it.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of that bait. That's a big barracuda. That's a 25-pound barracuda right there. Whatever's gonna take that, it's gonna be a big fish. All right. Not really used to commercial fishing equipment here. It's used for scientific purposes, but normally it's commercial fishing gear.
I think you're doing pretty well.
Thank you. For a rookie,
Yeah.
it's all right.
The bait is in the water, and hopefully, a monster tiger shark finds it.
Now, we just have to wait.
We wait for a few hours, and then go to work checking the lines. We dropped several baits in the water, so I hope we have at least 1 shark.
Somebody was here.
But after checking all the baits, nothing.
I hate my life. Come on, man, you're in the Bahamas. It's all good. It's all cool. The sharks will come. The sharks will come.
But it looks like it's not gonna be anytime soon.
I was really hoping to catch a big tiger shark, but let me tell you, with this kind of weather, if we manage to go out and check those long lines, I'd be happy with tiny shark at this point. The long lines, we can forget it, no?
Oh, yeah, we can't get near the long lines, but it's possible to fish from shore.
To fish from shore, I have to head to a channel that is protected from the wind. But first, I got a couple of things to do.
How you doing, sir?
Fine.
I'm looking for freshly caught bait, actually, or frozen. Worst case scenario, frozen. All right, that works. That works. You know why I need to catch sharks?
Why?
To swab their teeth.
Crazy, man.
Now that I have bait, I need to find a ride. I think I rented the slowest golf cart on the island. Luckily, it's a pretty small island.
Normally, I don't like to bring sharks onto the beach, but today it's so rough out, no one's gonna take me out. So if I want to swab, my only option is to catch it from the shore. Hey, my man, how you doing, bud? So the idea is to find a beach where it's sandy, so that I can pull it up onto the beach without hurting it.
At the end of the road, I found a small beach protected from the wind. Catching sharks without the help of a boat is going to be tough, but Nate asked me to get another bull shark sample so we can help victims like Anthony, who almost lost his leg to infection from a bull shark bite. But the real challenge is to catch a shark with frozen bait, and the only bait I could find is almost rotten. Suddenly, I see something.
All right, look at him there. Look at him there.
It's a nice bull shark, chasing bait in waters that are only 2 feet deep. I gotta catch it. I just hope it's gonna go for my frozen bait. But it doesn't.
It's a big shark that came right into the shallows. I could see its entire dorsal fin sticking out of the water, as well as its tail. It was chasing something in the shallow water, but it was not my bait.
It's confirmed. There are bull sharks around. I keep fishing for a few hours, but nothing. I'll stay all night if I have to. I gotta swab a bull shark.
Fish on. Feels like a good fish. Finally, they took my bait. It's a jack. It's a big eye jack. Come on, fish. All right. Beautiful jack. Oh my gosh. This fish is so powerful. At first, I thought it was a shark. It's a beautiful horse-eye jack or big-eye jack. Clearly, you can see why those fish run by sight. Look at the size of the eye compared to the rest of the body. Huge.
He would make some perfect bait for shark, but I love jacks too much. But now, it's getting late, and I still don't have a bull shark swab.
That jack took that stinky frozen bait, so I don't know why a shark wouldn't take it now. Especially at this time of day, you know, like just after dusk, at nighttime. You know, that's when the sharks become really aggressive. They start feeding heavily. There's a big bull right there, right on the surface. I just saw it come up to the surface right there. I think it's gonna happen very soon.
Yes, here we go. Here we go. The shark is heading straight out to sea, so I tighten the drag to slow it down. But now, I gotta get some line back. But the shark takes off again.
Big shark. Couldn't stop it. I knew it. Came off. It didn't break me off. It just came off. Shook its head. Boom, boom, boom. Got up the hook. All right, let's go at it again. Here we go. Shark on.
too high up on the ledge to land the shark, so I'll have to get in the water and bring it to the beach. It's a pretty strong shark, but I managed to stop it. But now, I'm knee-deep in the water, and it's not like there isn't any sharks around. I gotta end this fight quickly.
It's a small bull. It's a juvenile bull shark. But it's perfect. It's exactly the species I need to swab. I'm gonna bring it onto the beach. Keep its head out of the water just for a little bit to be able to swab it and get it back in the water right away. But you gotta be really careful. These sharks can move super fast. Even if they're small, they can twist and turn and bite you in a split second.
Now, I need to get a bacterial swab from its mouth, and I gotta move fast to get it back swimming as quickly as possible. All right, I got the swab. Now I need to put this shark back in the water. I really don't like to see these beautiful animals on the beach.
Beautiful bull shark. Beautiful animal.
It's so cool. I got a swab from a bull shark for Nate's research. But I'm still missing a swab from a tiger shark, the biggest shark on my list. And the sea is still too violent to check on the long lines. So in the meantime, I'm meeting with an activist for the protection of sharks. But the reason why Debbie Salomon became a spokesperson for these animals is really surprising.
So Debbie, what happened on that day?
I was in waist-deep water, about 50 feet out, and the shark was just right on the back of my foot. And it just then bit down even harder. And I realized, oh my gosh, this is a shark. Are there other sharks here? There's blood in the water. Is it gonna drag me out to sea? And you know, the terror comes and the not knowing what's gonna happen next. And I was screaming, it's got me, it's got me. But luckily it let go and realized it wasn't what it was after.
So it severed your Achilles tendon completely. Wow. And how did you go from hating sharks to actually loving sharks?
Well, after the attack, I was really not very happy with sharks. But then with more time and reflection, I realized that it's just a gift to be able to walk around after what happened. And so my gift back is to help save the sharks. I recruited all these other shark attack survivors from around the world, people who have lost their arms and legs, and yet they still feel as passionate about the ocean as I do.
Yeah, because it's incredible the number of sharks that get slaughtered every year. I think it's 100 million or something, right?
Right, 100 million sharks killed mostly for shark fin soup. And they are slow-growing animals. They're late to mature. They have few young, so they just can't keep up with those numbers. So we really have to conserve our sharks and do what we can to reduce the amount of unsustainable fishing.
Well, congratulations for your endeavor and your efforts in conserving sharks. That's amazing.
That was really inspiring, and I feel motivated to keep going. But it's still too rough out there to get to the long lines. So today, it's my turn to help the Shark Lab with their research. Dr. Gruber wants me to help the director of the lab, Tristan, with a very special mission. We're headed to a bay protected from the wind, where we'll try to tag and measure one of the most famous shark species, the great hammerhead. And we'll have to get very close to these huge predators, which can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Under the boat, a biologist is trying to attract hammerheads with bait.
Have you ever swum with a hammerhead before?
No. Is the hammerhead shark considered a dangerous species for humans?
Incredibly powerful predator. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I would have no concern. I'm not worried in the slightest that they have any interest in us.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
No way.
Tristan explains that if we see a hammerhead, he's gonna try to tag it beside the dorsal fin. And then, I'm gonna have to line myself up beside the shark and use a camera fitted with 2 laser pointers to measure its length precisely.
So we can measure you.
Right on my nipples.
Yep. Perfect. 3 nipples. If we know how big they are, then we can determine whether they're mature.
Tristan needs this information to learn more about hammerheads and better protect them. Because hammerheads are fragile sharks, and just like other shark species, they're also endangered.
How close should I be to the shark?
It's best if you're within kind of 5 meters of them.
Is 10 meters okay?
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
They'll be coming in quite close. Trust me, they'll come nice and close.
The Shark Lab diver is still on the bottom, waiting for a hammerhead to show up. Everything seems quiet, but all of a sudden, he spots one.
Hey, you got one hammerhead.
This is it. We've got a hammerhead. Now, it's up to me to get a length measurement. But first, Tristan has to tag it. And I hope the shark doesn't get too agitated, because right after that, it's my turn to get really close with my camera. I'm gonna have to be careful, precise, and fast.
All right, measuring hammerheads. Woohoo!
I descend towards the bottom, while Tristan stays on the surface. But we don't see any sign of the shark. Then I see something. A nurse shark. Actually, 3 nurse sharks. This is a perfect occasion to test my lasers. And I realize that just like cats, the small fish follow the dots of light on the bottom. But suddenly, the fish stop following the lasers, and they all disappear. Something's going on. It's the hammerhead, and its head is straight for me. The shark gets really close. Normally, I try to keep my distance, but Tristan is counting on me. I'm actually gonna have to get closer. I try to get a measurement, but I'm too far away. Tristan tries to tag it, but he also has no luck. The shark is just too fast. Suddenly, he comes back, and Tristan spots it. It's tagged, and now it's my turn. I need to measure it, but the shark is agitated. I guess he didn't like being tagged, and he comes right at me. It's way too close. I can't measure it. But on the next pass, the distance is perfect, and the lasers are in the right position on the shark's body. It's done.
All right.
Good stuff. Thank you.
I think I got some pretty good measurements there.
Yeah, you got very close as well.
Oh, you got really close to me. I didn't do anything. That shark just came to me. That was quite something. I didn't even have to chase the shark down. The shark would come right to me, and at the last minute, it would turn so it would get parallel to my camera, to me. And I think I got a couple of really good measurements.
I'm glad I could help Tristan, but Nate and the research team are counting on me to swab a tiger shark. We've been trying to catch one on the long lines for a few days now, but so far, no luck.
Shark Lab, come back to Longline Group.
Come back to Shark Lab.
Hey, we're just checking the lines right now, and we've got a pretty big tiger shark on the line. We're gonna need a second crew out here to help us.
How big is big?
This is the biggest shark I've ever seen.
Good.
Finally, we have a monster tiger shark on a long line. Apparently, it's so big that we're gonna need 3 teams to control it. If it's as big as they say, I wonder how I'm gonna be able to swab it without losing a hand.
All right, we got a tiger shark on the line. Yes.
If I can get another bacterial sample, it could really help victims like Debbie and Mike better recover from shark bites in the future. I have to get this swab. No time to lose. We want to release the shark as quickly as possible, so we need to work efficiently.
Lift up that line. Lift up that line in the back.
That's a big shark.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Bring the boat over. It's big.
That's a big shadow right there.
Damn big shark.
It's got some weight to it.
Woo! Oh, my God.
Look at the side of that thing. Oh, look at this. It's pulling us.
Let all the line out. All of it.
It's time to put a rope around the animal's tail to immobilize it. But with a monster this big, it's not gonna be easy.
Go, 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 go. Don't fool around. Push it off. Push it. Push it. God damn it.
We missed our shot. This shark is super strong, but we have to keep trying.
There she is. All right, where's that rope?
The shark is trying to bite the boat. We'd better watch our hands. After a few tries, we finally got it.
So this is probably the biggest tiger we've caught in a long time.
It's unreal. The shark is almost as big as the boat.
We'll take 3 measurements. We'll tag it. Take that blood sample, then swab the teeth.
Right.
Let's go.
I'm the one who's supposed to hold the teeth on the business end.
Straighten line, straighten it out.
372?
Oh, this is a big shark. 3.7 meters.
I've never gotten close to a shark this big my entire life.
It's a 12-foot-long female, and the biologists think that her dorsal fin was damaged by another shark during mating.
311.
Yes.
Yep, that's it.
The shark is fighting pretty hard, and we're losing a lot of time.
To get this done quickly.
We need another boat to immobilize the animal.
Now we're gonna roll this giant shark over and see if it'll go to sleep.
To calm the shark down, Dr. Gruber wants to flip it on its back. That will induce a kind of hypnosis called tonic immobility.
All right, let's go now, let's go.
It's now time to take a blood sample, but the shark's skin is really tough. The needle bent. The shark's skin is so thick. To help release the shark more quickly, I'm gonna swab its mouth now while they try again to get the blood sample.
Push the boat apart.
It's not easy with the boat rocking up and down, but I need to pull this off. On their side, the biologists managed to get the blood sample.
All right, I got it. That's a good swap.
I have my bacterial sample, but this shark is tired. We need to hurry to remove the hook before we can set her free.
Come on, guys.
Watch your eyes, guys.
Go for it. It worked.
All right.
Beautiful. I'm telling you, you got 30 seconds to go.
All right.
Perfect. The hook's out. But now, this shark is gonna need some help to swim away. The shark has no more hook in its mouth, and it can now turn around in a heartbeat. But right now, I think she's more concerned about going back to the depths.
Very heavy. All right. Okay. You want to stay in that area.
And swim forward with the shark.
Ready to go?
Kick, swim, kick. Get it off, get the lines off.
I can't believe it. I'm swimming with a 1,000-pound shark. To help her recover and swim away, I'm pushing her forward as hard as I can. This is it. I can feel she's ready to go. Mission accomplished. We completed our research, and the shark is in good shape.
All right. Good swab on a tiger shark. Yes.
Boy,
Good job.
I'm glad we did that. That was one of the greatest sharks, one of the great...
Is it?
We got all the research done. We got everything we wanted.
Just swab.
Swab, tag, blood sample, you name it.
That was beautiful swimming away with that shark.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I loved
Thank you
it
very
too.
much.
I loved it too.
We all work together to help protect an incredible predator. And my swab will help the research team better target antibiotics to treat shark bite victims in the future. I came to the Bahamas to help Nate and Dr. Gruber study sharks and to help the victims of attacks while learning more about sharks to better protect them.
You did a great job.
All right.
This female was about 3 meters. Big shark. Yeah.
It wasn't easy. I was slowed down by the bad weather.
The weather is only getting worse.
And fought some really powerful sharks.
Third time.
But I know this work is going to help Nate's research.
I knew you'd come through for us.
And the biologists fight for the conservation of these amazing animals.
Shark bite infection is exactly the point of this study that I'm doing.
Can I offer to go with you?
Yeah, you seem like a pro at getting really close to sharks' mouths, actually.